How's it going, guys? It's Mash, and welcome to Let's Play Mega Man 2 Part 4. Anyway, we are still in Wily Castle, and we are now going to be going through Wily Castle 2. Pretty much now we're going to be doing a little bit of these little top dudes, and there's going to be a nice spike-walled area. Well, it's not spike-walled, spike-floored. And we're going to need item 2. Item 2, if you don't have it filled, you're screwed. Item 2 will have, there's going to be 2 escalators. Skip the first one, go for the second one. You get an E-tank, plus you get a bunch of stuff to recharge stuff, plus an extra life. Great thing to do. Don't use crash bombs. Don't use those crash bombs, save them. And you can probably hear it, my nose is completely stuffed now due to my cold. It sucks. Took some nasal spray. Throat isn't killing me, so that's a good thing. That means I can still LP. And blah, what else is there to talk about now, huh? Now, I'm gonna do it because I know that there's charging areas that I can use it, but it's usually not worth it to go after these use the crash bombs on these walls. But I needed the tanks, and yeah. I'll be able to charge them up later on, I'll be good. But normally, if you're not good at this game, save the crash bombs, because we're going to need them in the next level. As for right now, we're going to have to deal with these little drill bit bastards again. And I think here's where I actually charge these suckers up. Yeah, there we go. I swear, like, I've never really understood how to, like, avoid these things. The best thing to do, honestly, is to just keep on going until there's none that are spawning where it is, and then run forward, so that you don't get... They stop spawning at that point, but they're still a pain in the ass because they're so random. And you can kind of tell where they're coming out of, but at the same time, they just sometimes just spawn randomly and fuck your shit up. Anyway, we're going to use item 3 here on the wall to climb up here. We're going to deal with some of these little, like, spike pendulum things again. They're pretty simple up until these 2 right here. The best thing you can do, I think I messed up here the first time, but oh no, I didn't. It's like perfectly shaped for Mega Man. So if you can, like, have this little, if you know how to get to the hourglass shape perfectly, you'll always avoid those 2 spikes. Now we're coming up to the next boss. After grabbing this life, we're gonna jump down here and deal with him. He can be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but well, it's multiples, sort of like similar to the from the first game. But then we could get some Metal Blade, and pretty much we're just gonna keep drilling through them like this. They're pretty simple. They go in the same pattern. They keep spawning at the same pattern. It's just they take a lot of life, and they can hurt really bad. You can't hit them until they fuse into that little, like, robot thing, and yeah. I have died here countless times, I don't know how many, because of just plain laziness. But they're pretty simple, and as you can see, we've already beat them. Not that bad of a boss, but the next one sucks. The next one, you need crash bombs at maximum, because the weakness and the only thing that can hit it is crash bombs. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm not even... We're not even at crash bombs yet. I'm an idiot. We're gonna need crash bombs the next one. I'm completely out of it right now, guys. I've been playing Mega Man 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've been playing all of them again since... Just... I've got that urge to play them again, and... Plus, it's new Super Mario Bros. 2 came out today, and I've been playing the living shit out of it, so it's just blah. So I'm totally forgetting when I recorded this, the pattern, I don't know. I'm just being an idiot, and I'm just rumbling, but... And I forgot that I failed that miserably, wow. And what you saw as well, there was a gray fish there. There was actually supposed to be 2, but for some reason one didn't spawn out. I don't know why. Normally there's going to be one that comes out of the first opening right there, but for some reason it didn't do it again. That's weird. And it didn't come out of that one either. That's really weird. That is a first. And we're gonna be dealing with these little spike wall balls of hell. It looks kind of fast-paced, but you have enough time to move. It's just pretty overbearingly intimidating at first, but it's not that bad. And we are catching up to where we're actually done with the level. Jesus. Ah, my nose is so stuffed. And the nasal spray is finally letting it all come out. Jesus. But anyway, we are at the boss. I mean, he's weak against Quick Boomerang, but Gutsman? It's Gutsman. It's Mecha Gutsman with a tank and yeah. Anyway, his weakness is his head, and it's pretty simple. He'll shoot little balls out of his mouth and shoot out metars, which I recently found out are actually called metools. But I've always called them metars, so yeah. And we've done it. We beat Wily Castle 3, and we are now off to Wily Castle 4, where we really are going to use the crash bombs, because they're the only thing that can beat the boss. Now this stage has a lot of invisible floors, so it's gonna look like there's no path. All these pathways are nice and clear, but there's a lot of empty spaces that will fall through, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass in the beginning, but not that bad. It's not this part of the level that actually is a pain in the ass. It's more the halfway part with a lot of platforms, and then dealing with those robotic Sniper Joe things that are riding mechs. That's the pain in the ass part, but right now this is pretty simple. We're grabbing just a bunch of stuff, stocking up and whatnot. Don't really know what else is there to talk about right now. Just I don't know where the spike. There's an invisible floor right here as well. All I do for this part is just get on item 2, screw it, don't care, don't worry about it. I'm not even gonna think about it, not even gonna avoid. I'm just avoiding any death. Because the next area, there's a lot of death everywhere, and it kind of sucks. But as you can see here, there's a bunch of platforms here, and I really think I should talk about the boss before, during all this, so that we can just save the trouble. Crash bombs, you have to kill. You have to have 100% on your crash bombs, because the boss can only be killed by crash bombs, like I said. But there are also those walls that we blew up in the previous level, or levels. It was 2 levels ago, where we were able to shoot with the crash bombs to blow up a wall. There are walls as well, but they're the same amount of. Either you blow up the walls or you blow up the parts of the machine that you have to kill. And it can be overbearing because there's no real way to spawn back energy for crash bombs. It's very scarce in this area. So one way that some people actually have decided to beat it is by blowing up all the walls, dying, which means you have to have an extra life, and then milling for energy, so when you come back into the room, all the walls are destroyed and all you gotta do is just blow up all the robots. But I don't like that way. I don't like wasting a life for it. And there's actually a nice little pattern that I figured out. I'm pretty sure other people have too. But there's a nice little pattern where you can blow up a few walls, have enough to blow up all the machines, and all you're going to have to use is probably one E-tank at most, because you're going to get hit a lot during it. Because it's a lot of moving around, a lot of precise movements, and it's better than wasting a life, pretty much. And I found it randomly one day. I was just trying to see if I could do it, and I randomly did, and I was like, holy shit. But you'll be out of crash bombs afterwards, so you have to be precise. Every shot you use, if you miss, you're pretty much fucked. And And as you can see here, we're dealing with these platforms. Like I said, the platforms are kind of a pain in the ass. And this one got me for a while because I didn't know what I was supposed to do, because when it comes up here, it'll knock us off the platform. But what we're pretty much supposed to do is wait till it's right under here and starts moving towards us again. You jump and then jump really quickly. It'll look like it's going to be a very close jump, but you'll always make it. Unless you stop for a second and then you're fucked. And like I said, we're dealing with these little Sniper Joes that don't jump yet. Like to shoot us countless times because they're jerks. And more mechs because, god damn it, we need more mechs apparently. I gotta say, the one thing about this game that pisses me off is this boss and the final boss, just for how stupid it can be. And you're about to see what it is that we're gonna deal with. Now you see those little bulbous ball things? Those are what we're supposed to hit. And pretty much the way my pattern goes, if I'm not failing miserably, which I think I actually failed just a tad bit in this, is to, yeah, I failed just a tad. Yeah, I was just shooting the platforms. I was being an idiot. Wow, what am I doing? Okay, I just decided to. Alright, so pretty much the only walls we're actually gonna break are the ones that are blocking the bulbous areas. Everything else you don't need to hit. As you can see, I use an E-tank. And make sure you have item 3 as well, because item 3 is going to be a necessity as well. Because if you blow up this wall right next to me, you won't be able to do anything. You'll be screwed. So, use item 3, climb back up there. Come down, blow up this wall. And then go blow it up here. And I can use either item 1, item 3, doesn't really matter, but just as long as you can get back up here. I'm going to use the crash bomb, blow this wall up. Use that to blow that up. And see, if we blew up the wall there, it'd be simple, but we'd be out of crash bombs. So, wow. Did I really fail this much? Jesus. See, now I was smart and did it right. And then we just bring out crash bombs. Bam. They're dead. We're out of crash bombs, but we beat it. Kind of a pain in the ass of a boss, but if you know the pattern, not that bad, as always. And we're off now to Wily Castle 5, where we'll be dealing with the boss rush that we dealt with in the previous game, but with all 8 Robot Masters. And we're going to have to cut this episode short, guys, running out of time. As always, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching again, and as always, this is Mash, and I will see you all in the next episode.